But like a lot of the time, like you are just gonna go back there. But like, if you're just dying, if you're not getting any gold or XP, right? Just don't go back.
This is box.
Yeah.
And also teammate shoot.
Ten seconds remaining.
Also, I don't know how much I've yelled at. Do not just auto attack the creeps in your lane. That's another thing that is a lot different from League.
In League, they don't even like.
No,
that.
they do, but it's a lot more acceptable to kind of just like push out your lane. Because there's no pulling, and so like shoving it under tower, where like their game isn't.
It doesn't even have polling.
No. Because their game is for cowards.
What do supports do with League?
They spam their spells on the opponent in the lane until they can get low, so you can go for a kill.
That's it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Prepare for battle.
I follow the trail.
But like, the other big thing is that like also because like their towers are stronger, right? Like they don't have quite the last hit setup that we do on towers, where like last hitting underneath your tower is like actually free, right?
A lead.
Like their towers are strong enough that like you don't get as many of those.
Yes.
My
30
blades
seconds
grow
to battle.
thirsty.
And I don't mean to. I'm not like trying to be condescending, Jelly. You know, it's just that like I've trained several people that switched from League,
Over there.
so I see a lot of the same pitfalls that people fall into. Also, at 0-0, you gotta come to these things.
5 enemies,
This
5
ain't no
bounties.
snowball fight.
Also, who was bottom?
No job is too big.
Up at bottom.
I'm under attack.
Dang, dude, these pots are super aggressive.
Yep.
Take your third ability, Jelly. Nah, it's fine, that's fine. You can also do that.
A lead. This way. Yes.
Alright, Jelly, go... Oh, fuck. I guess I'm mid. I'm mid. You go bottom. Which means that Jet has to tell you how to do some shit.
I don't know how to take.
You know what, Jet? Yeah, Jet, why don't you go mid? And then I can give him some lectures. Some unasked for lectures. And I'm only doing some of this because, like, you're gonna play with other people, and other people have to play with you. So there are, like, some things you kind of need to know so that you don't, like, ruin other people's games. So what I just did right there was called a pull.
My blades grow thirsty.
And you actually just did, like, the perfect thing. You just did something that a lot of people at my level won't do. So I appreciate that, which is where you, like, tanked the creeps a little bit to make sure that it wouldn't ruin my pull. So basically, right, we can use the neutrals. I don't actually know, like, if Jelly is intending to be muted, but anyway. you can use the neutrals to like take your creeps, right? So then there's no creep wave. So theirs just comes to us, right? And that's like really good, because it generally forces our lane to be all the way back here. Which is what we want, because the tower is safety.
My blades will do the talking. The chase is on.
Right, when we're close to their tower, I don't have that much room to just like whack them. I don't have that much room to just be a nuisance. Because I can't go underneath their tower.
On the move.
How do you deny runes?
You A and then left click. Same way that you basically deny. So, the reason why you're not allowed to just like attack creeps, Jelly, is for the same reason that pulls are good. When you just like let me demonstrate. Like if I just do this, well, their creeps are gonna die faster, so our creeps are gonna be closer to the tower. It's gonna push. I mean, I don't know why I'm treating you like you're like an actual MOBA child. You understand the word push. It pushes the lane, and that's bad. Most of the time. So what you want to do is you want to last hit, which I'm sure you guys do in League as well. You want to, you know, wait for the last possible time. You can also do that to your creeps, and that's also really important because it's the opposite of pushing your lane. And also because when you deny a creep, they only get like 25% of the experience. And so the range creep gives the most experience in the creep wave. So they're really important to deny. Yeah.
Also, it's 50%, not 25.
Really? We buffed
Heroes are 25, apparently, if you deny them.
Wait, what?
If you deny a hero, it's 25% XP, and non-hero units are 50%.
What the fuck? When did this game go soft? It used to be fucking 0.
I thought it was 0.
If you deny a tower, it's 10%. Because towers give XP right now.
Dota's so fucked up.
Repositioning.
Oh, fucking own him.
Okay, no, it's just 50... Okay, no, it is... Denying a player-controlled unit grants 0% experience to the enemy. So if you deny like an Eidolon, it's literally nothing. The creeps are 50.
Alright, Jelly, now I'm gonna explain how your hero works. Right?
Find him.
No, this one, I apologize if it's a little insulting, because I'm basically being like, you can't read, so I'm gonna read for you. Alright, so your third ability, Counter Helix. You're gonna need to learn names. I don't go by QWE.
Okay, so heroes are 0%. I think they
You're gonna be like, why do you use names instead of QWE? That's because those change a lot. And sometimes, even the entire ability will change. So Counter Helix will just be a different spell. But Chancer and I may still want to talk about Counter Helix. So it doesn't help if we say E, because then, which E are we talking about?
Are you aware that you can deny Supernova?
My blades will do
Yeah.
the talking.
You just go kill your teammate in Sun?
You can't fight what you can't see.
So, when you get attacked, you have a chance to proc Counter Helix, which will do like 1,000,000 damage around you.
Find him. It's not time.
One moment, I'm killing this drow.
Is that a broke? I'll cut your bowstring, Drow.
Drow, are you okay? It's a bot mention too. Battle Hunger, you can place on them, and it will do damage to them and slow them like a little bit. But it only slows them if they're facing away from you. If they look away from you, that's when they get slowed. And then you have Berserker's Call. Berserker's Call is like a real-ass MMO taunt, where everything that surrounds you is forced to attack you. Obviously,
maybe past break.
obviously that's good with your ability that whenever you get attacked, you have a chance to do shit, right? So like a part of the idea is that you can use Battle Hunger to slow them, right? And then walk up to them and call them. Berserker's Call them.
On a cool wind. Over there.
Now you'll see, because like of what we've kind of been doing, our lane is just like permanently at their tower. And it's a bit harder for you to get your shit. It's harder to get like last hits there.
I'll find them.
So that's why we pull. Also, you have like 1,000,000 gold,
5 enemies, 5,000.
so I recommend spending it. Just go on this guy. Ult him.
Footprints. Footprints.
No pussy, Jet.
See you soon. I follow the trail.
Yeah. This is good for Jet.
Fugitive. Brought to justice.
Like, because you get more health regen the lower you go, right? It kind of... Your health is deceptive. Just because you're, like, low percentage-wise doesn't mean you're actually low. Because you regenerate so much, and that's, like, a part of your effective health.
I'll find them. Bountiful.
It is nice to play hero with HP compared to like all of my other mains.
Positioning.
Now you gotta... Another thing you're gonna have to learn is how to use your courier.
Yes. My blades will do the talking.
Jet will have to teach you that.
Is that a broken twig?
Teach your boy how to use courier. Another thing that you may notice from League, you do not have infinite mana regen.
5 enemies, 5 bounties. Unseen.
So like, Dota really favors, in general, careful usage of spells.
I'm under attack. My blades are thirsty. It's not time yet. I'll find them. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Enemies, 5 bounties.
Run at them. Don't be a coward. See, there you go. Now the way that your ult works is it will do 250 pure damage. So you don't have to worry about any sort of reductions or anything. But also, if that would kill them,
Enemy's top tower had to go.
then it does.
My blades will
So like if their health would go down to 0 after that, they just die.
this way.
Which is not always the case because of a couple of exceptions, like Troll Warlord's ult and Dazzle's Shallow Grave. But the other big thing is that when you do it, you're gonna permanently gain armor. Which for a guy who, like, a large part of how he works is that, you know, he has to be hit, or he wants to be hit by a million people. Also, you should just, like, definitely go in here. Just run into the middle of them and then call it. Yeah. So here's a tip for you, because I think you actually do want to play Axe. If you look at your health bar, Jelly, you see those little lines on it? Those are 250 health each.
I don't know if you want it.
They're sand.
I'll find them.
No.
Right?
What?
So right now, your Culling Blade does 250 damage. So when they have only one segment of their health bar, that's when you can kill them instantly with it.
One is missing, according to Axe. Over there. This way. On the move. I'm not blending in.
Shit, they're so aggressive.
Reposition.
Actually, they're very passive.
You all wanted dead.
Double kill.
Follow the trail. Five enemies, 5 bounties.
Also, Jelly, feel free to tell me to fuck off.
Double kill. Power won't be making
And be like, I'm having a good time, Poindexter.
Thirsty.
Why don't you go get swirlied in the bathroom? And I'll be like, okay,
Yes.
okay. Because my biggest recommendation for people is not to care about, like, being super good at the game and just focus on having fun. But I think that that also has to, like, there's like a base level first, where, like,
Footprints.
you need to avoid some of the shit that people are gonna be like, you're actually ruining my game.
Broken twig, I smell.
I wish that you were a bot.
This is now.
And, like, just right-clicking the creeps in lane is one of those.
I'll find them.
But also, don't feel bad, because, like, literally everybody goes through that phase, where they go to lane, and they're like, it's a good thing for me to kill the enemies. And so you do it, and your teammate is like, you're fucking garbage. I hate you.
On the move.
And you're like, wow, that's really mean.
Element. Let's talk about your cat.
I don't need no stinking Aegis.
My blades will do the talking.
Element.
5 enemies, 5 bounties.
Alright, good. Jet has helped you with the courier. The courier is probably going to be the hardest thing for you to learn,
The chase is on.
as it is for pretty much everybody from League, and they're like, this thing is stupid. I think only Alpha and Candy, they might have been the only ones that were like, courier is not stupid.
I mean, I started with blue, like Curly.
Oh, really?
Tide hunter becomes the hunted.
And then I had to explain to them, it's like, courier isn't stupid, it's, like, great, because it means you don't have to go back to base to get items.
Triple kill. Your middle tower is under attack.
This bot could actually kill me, but they won't.
Ultra kill. The enemy's bottom tower is gone. You did the right thing.
Alright, so I see that you have bought Blink Dagger, which is very good. Most people would consider that the most important item on that hero. Everybody else are probably stupid. Blink Dagger is a great item to learn. It's you understand blinks from League, but ours works a little bit differently. If you take damage from an enemy hero, you cannot use Blink Dagger for 3 seconds.
Those little guys are all so cute.
And this is so that we never have what League had for all those years of Flash. I don't know how new you guys are to League. The League used to have, you know, its stupid, like, talent thing, and one of them was just like a blink that had no downsides, except for the fact that it had like a 10-minute long cooldown. And it was cancer. Because there was like no making mistakes. Or the only mistakes that you could make in League were the ones that happened after you used your flash. And it made the game very, very passive. Again, I don't know if they've nerfed Flash or whatever, but it was cancer. The other thing that I'll teach you, because apparently a lot of people don't know it. If you, like, over cast your blink, it will still happen, but it will not go the full distance. We call this mechanic...
Did we just change that for, like, flop and aim?
Double kill.
But I'm talking about Blink Dagger.
Triple kill.
We didn't change that for Blink? Indeed we did not.
No, over Blink has to stay on that item. Or I would
Max
consider...
blink distance on 1200. Penalty blink distance.
It's like 4/5.
960, which is, like, about that, yeah.
So, to try using the item. Oh, they just gave us a free gem. So you use that Blink Dagger, Jelly. Just so you can kind of see what it's like. Also, we have a turn rate in Dota. So, like, in order to turn around, it takes, like, time, right? That's gonna matter for your Blink, right? You can't just, like, 360 no-scope.
Apparently Ricky and Lion are the only heroes that don't have a response for getting a Blink Dagger.
Triple kill.
Lion, of all heroes, does not have it.
Also, Jet, I do recommend that you get an armlet. Basically, every single game is that guy. 1, armlet's really good. 2, armlet's like one of the most fun items in Dota.
I have trouble using it, but I do get it.
You should be able to buy Blink Dagger in the side shop.
Yeah, it was sick.
Unstoppable. Double kill.
There was a price on your head. Is that a broken twig?
Do you have any questions for me, Jelly?
My blades grow thirsty. Stalking.
I've taught a lot of people how to play League.
The enemy's bottom base is full.
Don't be afraid. Odds are you're not the worst person I've taught.
A lead.
The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen. I like where this is headed.
5 enemies, 5 bounties.
And also, like, just through this conversation, you're probably now better than, like, 20% of people at Dota.
It's not time yet.
Holy shit! Monster kills! Own it!
5 enemies, 5 bounties. A lead. My blades grow
The enemy's
thirsty.
top tower has fallen. You did it! Own it!
Normally, you would not do what we're doing right now.
Double kill!
But these are bots, and I am better than them. Shockingly.
Own it! Double kill!
So I can just kind of do this. There are like some other huge things that they're not really super important to you right now. Another one, when you see heroes become giant and golden and shit, that's BKB. That's Magic Immunity. Magic Immunity, despite the name, does not actually mean you're immune to like all spells and shit. You're gonna have to get used to the idea that there are like a million exceptions in Dota. Where we're like, yeah, this person, like when they press this button, they cannot die. Except for this other circumstance.
There go the enemy's top barracks.
That's just part of the fun of the game, is having to memorize a million things. Or not memorizing them, and just, you know, puzzling it all out.
Own it!
This was trophy kill. My blades will
Unstoppable! Holy shit! Double kill!
my blade. You.
The enemy is Ultra kill!
It's so hot.
I follow the trail. Let me introduce you to my blade.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
They did say live or dead.
Double kill!
Where do you think you're going?
Triple kill!
Hello.
Kill!
We doing bot. Keeping new people.
I've got 10,000 gold.
The enemy's middle tower won't be making any more appearances. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
A little bit more.
As long as I get paid.
The enemy's middle barracks are no more. Now how do you make it?
Speaking. So we doing bottom one.
You're coming with me.
Put this one on ice. Fire desert.
In order to type to everybody, Jelly, you do Shift Tab, or Shift Enter.
Has the biggest bounty of them all.
That's how you can type GG at the end.